Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another track by track battle. Now today we have another early 90s track by track battle. Last time we had the Black Album versus Iron Maiden Fear the Dark. This time we have Slate to the Grind from Skid Row versus a band that was very influential on Skid Row and who Skid Row are huge fans of, Kiss, and this is Kiss's Revenge. So let me give you guys a brief summary on these albums before I get into the track by track. And as I'm talking about this, I'll show you what's inside the CDs. So I'll start off with Slate to the Grind. I got into Skid Row when my uncle introduced me them when my uncle showed me the video to Youth Gone Wild and 18 in Life. And I love those songs. Immediately went out, bought the album. Love every song off that album. Great album. It's a great mixture of hard rock versus meets hair metal. Even though it's a hair metal album, it has more grit and guitars to it than most hair metal albums that were coming out at that time. I think this first Skid Row album is actually better than many other hair metal albums that were coming out at that time, like what's it called, like Dirty Raw and Filthy Stinking Rich, or Britney Fox's first album, or Winger's first album. Like Skid Row were above all those late 80s, early 90s hair bands. They were above them all, in my opinion. Better than Warrant, better than Slaughter, better than Firehouse, better than Danger, better than Winger, better than Trickster, better than all of those. So, as I was saying, when I first heard this album, I wanted to get into more Skid Row after hearing the first album, so I wanted to check it out. So I looked up Slate to the Grind and looked up the music videos. So my first hearing of Slate to the Grind was Monkey Business, when I watched the Monkey Business video. My first reaction was, what in the world is this? What happened? What is this? Because I didn't have, like, an ear for gritty hard rock at the time, because I was so used to them having the hair metal sound. Monkey Business was like, what is this? It doesn't sound like anything off the first sound. And then I'm like, all right, maybe it'll get better with the next song. So then I watched the video to Slate to the Grind. Now, let me remind you, at the time I didn't like thrash yet. I hated thrash at the time when I heard the song Slate to the Grind for the first time. So, as you can imagine, I hated it. I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm not listening to this album. I'm going back to the what's it called? To the first album. But then, as time went on, and as I got into bands like Metallica and Megadeth, I started like this album more, and it kept growing and growing as they kept playing it on Hair Nation. They kept playing Monkey Business, Slate to the Grind, Wasted Time. I started to like those three songs. So I'm like, all right, I gotta listen to this entire album now. And after listening to the entire album, I love it. I love this album. I think it's a great follow-up to the debut. Don't know which one I like better, though. I love both of them equally, but man, this album is awesome. All of them excellent tracks, except for one. One track on here is a little bit of filler and forgettable, but I love this entire album now. And yeah, that's my brief summary on how I came to discover Slate to the Grind and how I went from hating it to loving it. Now, Kiss Revenge. This album, many consider as their comeback after their commercial albums like Crazy Nights and Hot in the Shade. and a lot of people say that this album is their greatest non-makeup album. Well, I have a different opinion. I know a lot of you out there are going to get pissed at me. But I'm sorry. I'm being honest with myself. This album's overrated. I said, it's overrated. There's only two good songs on here. Few okay tracks, and the rest is just annoying, stupid filler. And that's why I think this one's going to slaughter Kiss. But who knows? Maybe Kiss Revenge will get at least 1 or 2 points. We'll find out now as we head into our track-by-track battle. Okay. We got Monkey Business versus Unholy. Monkey Business, love that song. Starts off with the acoustic intro where Sebastian Bach sings, and then with that cowbell, and it kicks in with that dun, 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 boom. I love that. And the way Sebastian Bach singing here with the screaming and the snottiness in your face and stuff, I love it. And Unholy, another awesome song as well. It's like the rebirth of the demon, because Gene hadn't done a song that fit his demon persona in a long time. In my opinion, I think he hasn't done a demon song since Lick It Up. And I think, and what was that song off Lick It Up? Not for the Innocent. So I think that's the last song that he ever did that had like a demon type vibe to it. Not for the Innocent. And also, speaking of Lick It Up, that's the best non-makeup album, not this. If I were to rank all Kiss's non-makeup albums, I would go number 1 is Lick It Up, number 2 is Asylum, number 3 is Animalized, number 4 is Carnival of Souls, number 5 is Crazy Nights, number 6 is Hot in the Shade, and number 7 is Revenge. This is at the bottom of non-makeup albums. And but yeah, back to Unholy. Love that song. Love the way Gene sings it. The guitar solos are awesome. Cool riffs and stuff. But I know a lot of you are gonna get mad at me, and some of you are gonna agree with me. I'm going with Monkey Business. So Skid Row already has 1 point. Now Slate to the Grind versus Take It Off. Slate to the Grind. When you think they can't get any heavier than Monkey Business, they prove you wrong. Because Slate to the Grind is a full-on thrash song. I love the way it starts with the drums and the bass. And then when the song kicks in with that main riff, that I love it. And very fast, very thrashy. And that's why I thank Metallica and Megadeth for getting me into this song, because it sounds so much like them. And love the lyrics, love the way that Sebastian Bach sings it with the fast singing, and the lyrics are awesome. With it's basically talking about how you're a slave every day to when you're working and stuff. It's awesome song. Versus Take It Off. Take It Off is one of the stupid fillers on here. Basically, it's Kiss's own version of Girls, 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 since it's about strippers, and it's not that stupid, but it's complete filler though. So, yeah, that's going to Slide to the Grind. Next up is The Threat versus Tough Love. Now, The Threat, cool song. Not one of my favorites on here, but it keeps the album going. It's a great album track. I think it's a good song. I don't think it's the best song on here, though. And I like it more than another song here, but it's towards down as my favorite, but good song. Versus Tough Love. Tough Love is one of the few okay songs. It's a good song. I love the riff, that cool riff with Paul singing. I love the way he sings the verse. He's like, I'm gonna take you down. The way he's singing. Love it. it's hard to pick here because I don't know which one I like better because I both like them equally. Uh, I'm gonna give it to Slate to the Grind. Sorry. So now it's 3-0. Next up is Quicksand Jesus versus Spit. Quicksand Jesus, I love this song. It's my favorite track on the album. It hit me when I first heard it. Like when I watched the music video for the very first time, it hit me. It like clicked with me. Sorry, I can't snap my fingers. I don't know how to. But you get what I mean. It clicked with me. I loved it. Beautiful dark ballad. And I love the message in this song. Very different for Skid Row. It's about people who don't believe in God, but look to God whenever they're in bad situations. And so they're being complete hypocrites because they say they don't believe in God, but they only go to Him in bad situations. So why don't they just believe in God in the first place then when the good times are around? So and I just love that message. It's just dark and creepy, and I love the way Sebastian Bach sings. It's probably his best performance on this album. His voice sounds awesome. It's magnificent, this song. And the way, and that at the end when he says, so far away, no, I'm so far away, that scream he hits sounds like Rob Halford, for God's sake. I swear, Sebastian Bach is just, this is his best performance on this album. This is probably his best performance on any album he's been on. I just love this entire song, Quicksand Jesus. Beautiful song. Versus Spit. Already starting off with the stupid filler. Got no manners and I'm not too clean, and I know what I like if you know what I mean. Get out of here, Gene. Get out of here. That sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like Spit. That one's going to Skid Row. 4-0. Next up, we have Psycho Love versus God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Psycho Love starts off pretty cool with that. I love that bass line that Rachel Bolan does. That. I love that song. Pretty cool. Had a music video to it, like a 3D music video to it. Type down in the comments if you guys remember that music video and tell me how it wasn't 3D because I don't have 3D glasses, and also I'm watching it on YouTube and stuff, so I don't think the 3D quality would work on there. So, but besides that, it's a good song. I love Psycho Love versus God Gave Rock and Roll to You. God Gave Rock and Roll to You is an okay song, but the thing that brings it up for me is and it not only brings it up for me, but it also makes me really sad that it's Eric Carr's last song with Kiss. It's the last song he's on, because even though he didn't play drums on it, he played backing vocals, and it's very sad to see that this was his last song and stuff because he died shortly afterwards. So rest in peace, Eric Carr. You were an awesome drummer, one of the greatest drummers in the 80s. But yeah, Psycho Love versus God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I'm sorry, Eric Carr, you're awesome, but I'm giving it to Psycho Love because I think Psycho Love is a little bit more heavier than that. Next up is Get the Fuck Out versus Domino. All right, I love this song, and I purposely got this version off of Discogs, this version that has this song, because I'm like, I don't want to hear the clean version of this. I want to hear the mean version of this with Get the F Out and all the swearing in the other song. So I got this one to hear this song. Fun, awesome song, attitude, rebellion in your face. I love the pre-chorus, like, you're standing too close, what the fuck's with you? You ain't my old lady, you ain't a tattoo. And then after they say the no need to whimper, no need to shout, Sebastian Bach's like, so get the fuck out. And then they go and the entire band yells, get the fuck out. I love that song. And it could have fit on the first album, I think, because it's got that party vibe to it. It's got that, upbeat tempo to it. And I love that. I love Get the Fuck Out. It's a great song. Versus another stupid filler, Domino. I cannot stand Domino. It I cannot stand it, but there's actually a song I hate more. I hate a single even more on this album that comes up later. I hate it even more. So obviously that's going to Skid Row. Now it's 6-0. Next up, Living on a Chain Gang versus Heart of Chrome. Living on a Chain Gang is another good song, but down towards the bottom for me, like where the thread is. It's a good song, but I love that part in the song though where after the Suicide Shakedown and stuff, Sebastian Bach hits that scream like Living on a Chain Gang before he goes into that second verse. That scream he does, it's awesome. I love it. But it's not a great song, but a good song. Versus Heart of Chrome, tied as my favorite track on Revenge. Love that song. Vinnie Vincent co-wrote it, just like Unholy, and it seems like the only songs I love on here are actually the ones with Vinnie Vincent. So I don't know why they didn't have Vinnie Vincent write the entire album. I think if Vinnie Vincent co-wrote this entire album with Kiss, it would have been a much better album because Vinnie Vincent is an awesome songwriter. Not an awesome person though, as he screwed over fans and band members, and with the solo stuff he sounds like a bumblebee going a million miles an hour, but he's a great songwriter. And Heart of Chrome, great song, and I think this will be the first and probably the only point that's going to go to Revenge, because I love Heart of Chrome. Alright, next one is Creepshow versus Thou Shalt Not. Creepshow, this is the filler song on here. It's okay, but it's very forgettable except for the chorus with the "Oh no, I saw my baby on the creep show, ow nong." Like it's okay, but it's mostly filler and forgettable. Versus Thou Shalt Not. Thou Shalt Not, I actually really like that song. It's got a good upbeat driving to it. Gene yelling at a preacher, telling the preacher to kiss his hand and stuff. And I love the chorus that "Thou shalt not." Well, I know what I got. Thou shalt not. I love it. And actually, I'm gonna give it to Revenge. So Revenge got back-to-back points. All right. It's 6-2 now with Skid Row still in the lead, but I think Skid Row's gonna win the rest of the songs, but we'll see. In a Darkened Room versus Every Time I Look at You. In a Darkened Room is probably my least favorite out of the three ballads. It's a good song, but I think it's a little bit disjointed. Because it sounds like half of a song. Because you have the verse, chorus, and after the chorus there's the guitar solo. But as they're doing the guitar solo, the song fades out for some reason. If I were Skid Row, I would tell them, hey, do another verse or just repeat the chorus and then fade out. I don't know why they just faded out during the guitar solo. And it sounds like, out of place having it fade out during the middle of the guitar solo. But it's a good song, though. I like the chorus, catchy chorus with the "Tell me when to kiss, of love becomes a lie." It's a good song. But once again, my least favorite out of the three ballads versus Every Time I Look at You. Oh, God. Now, this isn't the single I was saying I hate the most. That's coming up later. This song is just puts you to sleep and stuff, and power ballad BS. Poison type ballad. And yeah, I don't like that song at all. Every Time I Look at You, don't like it. But if it were released on Han the Shade or something like that, I can see it being a big power ballad hit. But once again, when you compare it to other Kiss ballads, it's not as good as Forever. It's not as good as Million to One. It's not as good as I Still Love You. It's not as good as Hard Luck Woman. It's not as good as any of those songs or Magic Touch or something like that. So yeah, that's going to In a Darker Room. All right, 7-2 now. Now we got the Riot Act versus Paralyzed. Riot Act, upbeat, driving, good hard rock song, grittiness to it. I love it. I love the chorus, like the fast chorus, like the "Stop reading me the Riot Act," and then I love the part where he says, "You think it's raining, but you're pissing down my back, so stop reading me." Dun dun, the Riot Act. I love it. I love that song. Versus Paralyzed. Paralyzed, don't even remember it. It's complete filler. It's not even stupid filler, because at least with stupid filler you can remember. This is just plain forgettable filler. You don't even remember how the song even goes. So that's obviously going to Skid Row. Okay, it's 8-2 now. Mud Kicker versus I Just Wanna. Oh boy. Mud Kicker, probably my third or fourth favorite track behind Quicksand Jesus, Monkey Business, and Slate to the Grind. Love the riff, that dun dun, and then Sebastian Bach during the verse, like, we stand accused, with that riff, that that gung gung gung, and I love the chorus, like, I ain't a child of your disgrace, Mud Kicker kicking my face, and I love the parts where he says, there's mud in your eyes, and then it goes into that awesome, slow, crunchy riff. I love Mud Kicker so much. Versus I Just Wanna. I hate this song so much. I hate it. This is the single I hate the most. I got a biting in the seal for appetite and passion. Oh, God. I can't stand this song. Get me out of here. Mud Kicker. So now it's 9-2. Last song, Wasted Time versus Car Jam 1981. Wasted Time, my second favorite ballad on the album. Great song. Once again, another dark subject matter about drug addiction. The music video is kind of disturbing as well, where they're showing actual drug addicts from the actual Skid Row. And once again, another great performance by Sebastian Bach on here with the screams and stuff. Love this song, and I love the way the song ends and the whole entire album ends, where he softly sings, I never thought you'd let it get this far, and then the guitars go that grrr. It makes you feel uneasy and stuff, and it's a great way to finish the album. Versus Car Jam. Car Jam is an instrumental that goes all the way back to the Elder era. And basically, this song turned out to be Breakout on Ace Frehley's first solo album, Frehley's Comet. Now, I love Breakout. That's a great song and stuff. And Car Jam is a cool little instrumental, but the thing that bothers me about this instrumental is, sure, it has Eric Carr on it still, because Eric Carr rules on this song, but they took out all of Ace's parts and had Bruce Kulick just play over them. I wish they just kept Ace's parts in there. I don't know why they had to do that. They Brian Bruce, not to take anything away from Bruce Kulick. I think he's a great guitarist, but I think they should have kept Ace's track on there. But it's still a good instrumental, but not as good as Wasted Time. So I told you it'd be a slaughter. Not a complete shutout, but a slaughter. Skid Row got 10 and Revenge got 2. Hey, I'm surprised that Revenge got 2, so I'm proud of Revenge. But yeah, once again, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry that this video was very long. I keep making my videos way too long. I'm sorry about that, but I just like to talk to you guys, okay? I love talking about metal, and I love talking to people who get it. So, anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. Comment your thoughts on these albums, or your listings or your track by track listings for both of these albums. Thank you guys for 58 subs. You guys rule. You're awesome. And I will see you guys later. Peace.